Alright, how are you today?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Pretty good. So, what happened since last week with food and nutrition?
Been tracking what I've done.
Yeah.
Trying to keep in mind with what I've been eating.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, obviously with work it's a bit hard to do all the things that I want to do.
Oh, that's sweet. Can we talk about like your goals?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can we deep dive a bit more in? So you told me you wanted to improve your fitness and lose weight as well. Can we clarify that?
Yeah. So fitness, probably more so. I want to run a Spartan race in May,
Sweet. That's coming really soon.
really soon. So I think it's more around making sure I'm eating the right foods to make sure that I'm obviously training properly in the lead up, and that I'm actually fit enough to do the race.
Alright. So if I understand, you want your food to help you with your training.
Yeah.
To do your best at the race.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Awesome. Alright, so you told me last time I saw you last week, you've done intermittent fasting before?
Yeah.
Yeah, can we talk a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so I did that for quite a while. That was, I think it was 16 hours on, 8 hours off, or the other way around, I can't remember.
Yeah. Which is a big window anyway.
Yeah. But it was really good because the fact that I have to get up so early to go to work, it kind of removed eating from the equation, so it makes it.
Yeah. That's one of the good things is like the intermittent fasting diet is like pretty flexible with the lifestyle, and like you can even if you are on the weekend you plan to go somewhere, you can actually change your window during the weekend. Yeah, okay. So you've done 16/8. Have you tried like 1 day fasting in a week, or?
I've done a couple of full day fasts
Yeah.
on Saturdays, but it depends on what I've got going on in my life as to whether I can do it or not. That's the big problem.
Alright. So when do you think you'll stick the best onto like the fasting on a Saturday?
Usually Saturdays are good if I can clear up my diary and don't have to go to dinners or birthday things.
Alright.
Like no one wants to turn up to those sort of things and not eat.
So you would say that your social environment actually affects
Yeah.
the fasting. Okay, sweet.
Like I'll do a 24-hour fast and go down to the beach house and there's no food there, so it's
Yeah.
really easy to just live without food. Temptation is the biggest thing.
All right. And can we talk about where am I? Alright. So can we talk about have you tried any other diets in the past?
Yeah, the last thing I tried was keto.
Yes.
I found that to be good to start off with, but there was too much tracking involved, and I wasn't with the intermittent fasting. I understood the science behind it, so that made it easier. But keto, I don't see the benefit of having such a high fat content, and also the challenge of achieving that high fat content was really hard.
All right. So did you feel like it was restraining you from like certain food?
I felt like it was pushing me more to eat fatty
Right.
foods. That was the biggest problem, and to eat more than what I would actually feel comfortable eating in some cases.
Because it was fat, or because it was just food in general?
Just food in general.
Okay. So you felt like you were full faster, or?
Yeah, full. Like I felt really full, and then the tracker's going, "You've still got to eat more,"
Alright.
and I was like, "Well, I can't eat anymore. I'm pretty full."
Alright. So let's talk a little bit about the pros of those diets you've done. What did you enjoy doing, and where did you find yourself successful through those diets?
The intermittent fasting, I found the successful part was not having to eat in the mornings,
Yeah.
and that challenge of seeing it through to lunchtime when you could eat again. Probably the part that I found the hardest, and I don't think I was doing it right, was I was probably still eating a full day's amount of food after
Through you
in that eating window. Yeah.
Okay.
So I probably didn't do that right. So I was probably getting the benefits of like the health benefits of turning your stomach off for that period of time,
Yeah.
but not the diet benefits of it.
And that's like an issue you can find quite often is people would think that they can eat the same amount of food that someone that would have, like for example, like 5 or 6 meals in a day, like in just 8 hours, for example, like you've done. But the idea is actually to go in a calorie deficit because you will have less time to eat. So by the end of the day, you will eat more during your meal than someone that has like 5 meals in a day. But at the end of the day, that will still be less calories.
Yeah, so I think that's where I was doing it wrong.
So you reckon with a bit more guidance, you would have performed like a bit better with the diet?
Yeah, I think what would have helped with that, because I was doing it on my own, I didn't know what to eat.
Yes.
So one of the things that I struggle with when it comes to is having an actual meal plan that says this is what you're going to eat today. You're going to have 2 eggs for breakfast, and you're going to have, the sandwich.
Spinach.
Yeah.
Spinach
Like,
and tomatoes.
I need it all. I prefer to have it all mapped out. Otherwise, I'm just going to.
So you feel like
Get
too much
creative.
freedom is actually like getting in your way to get where you want to go.
Yeah.
So can we deep dive a bit more in the weight loss part of what you want to achieve? So where are you now, and how much weight you want to lose?
It's really hard with weight because I do so many weights in the gym. So
I'm more talking about your weight goal, like your body weight.
so it's like I don't know what's muscle and what's fat.
Yeah.
So I need to start to work out how much should I be losing versus, because if I think about how much I weigh 120 kilos.
Yeah.
But how much of that is actually muscle and how much is fat? Like realistically, what could I get to?
Alright. So like this is not a problem. We can use like a caliper. I just have one here, and we can do like a body fat measurement.
Yeah.
It's not the most precise way to take body fat measurements, but it will be like the quickest, the cheapest as well, and it will still give you like an indication of where you're at.
Yeah.
And that will help us like to measure like for the next month's your progress.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, sweet. So Dean, you said you were 120 kilograms right now. When is the last time you were on the scale?
Probably about 6 weeks ago.
6 weeks ago. Okay. So you weigh yourself every 6 weeks, or how does it work?
Probably more realistic every 2 months.
Every 2 months. Okay. So why every 2 months and not, for example, like every day or once a week?
I try to not let that number control my life.
Okay, so okay, that makes sense.
Like I've struggled with that before, where I've
Yeah.
weighed every day, and then if you gain 300 grams, you feel really depressed. So
Yeah. It affects you a lot. Okay.
I focus on the fitness side of it rather than the.
Alright, so if we were taking measurements in future body part measurements, the frequency, what would be the best for you?
If it was like body fat measurements, probably every 2 weeks.
Every 2 weeks?
If it was like a scaled measurement, like getting on a scale, probably every 2 to 4 weeks, maybe.
Alright. So every 2 weeks, because the way I'm taking the measurements, actually, it takes me around like 10 minutes. I have to be quite precise to make sure they are accurate. So I usually do measurements every 4 to 6 weeks,
Yeah.
depending on how many times I train the person and if they do the meal plans with me as well, the nutrition part. But I think every 4-6 weeks it is a good way to see improvement. And as well, I think every 2 weeks it will be like going on the scale every day. It can make you a little bit like, not paranoid, but like you focus too much on that part, and you will not actually see like enough improvement to feel motivated to go back to training after.
Yeah.
All right. So what is your weight goal? How much weight do you want to see on the scale next time you step on?
Look, realistically, I'd like to lose probably 20 kilos
Yeah.
overall.
So when do you see yourself 100?
It's probably like a year and a half.
A year and a half? Okay, that's realistic. Extremely realistic. Sweet. Yeah, I'm listening. All right. So a year and a half is a really really long time, and it would be great if we can break down this big goal of yours and figure out where you want to be in 1 month.
Yeah. So 1 month, probably like 5 kilos off. 5 kilos of body fat off.
Yeah. So what do you think you have to do to get to 150?
Obviously, get the diet right is probably the important thing, and keep up with the exercise.
All right. So from what you told me when we got started, getting into the process of the meal plans and writing the food down, 5 kilograms in the first month. Not that is not realistic, but maybe we need like some adaptation, and then when you feel more comfortable with all of that, then like you will see like more results like starting at that point. So let's say I would say 3 kilograms like in a month, because you have to get yourself started, and like the nutrition will be like a big change as well.
Yeah.
All right. What about in 3 months time?
3 months, probably closer to 10 kilos.
All right.
9 to 10.
So you want to lose 20 kilograms in 18 months, but in the next 3 months you want to lose half of that.
That's taking into account there could be some holiday fat.
So are you going on holiday in between and,
Yes.
and doing some yo-yo?
Holidays, Christmas, and
Are you going in the Gold Coast next week?
Yes. And also thinking that there will be a stage where I won't lose weight.
Yeah, that's true. And you will figure out actually that as we're going to train with the protein and the carbohydrates, you're actually going to build muscle. So a part of the weight you're gonna see on the scale will be muscle, and that's why it is actually really good to go through measurements as well, because you can be exactly the same weight on the scale in 6 months' time, but your arms could be bigger and your legs could be bigger because you build more muscle. All right.
Yep.
So that's why as well, like the body fat measurements will be great for you. All right, awesome. So Dean, what do you expect from today's consultation?
Probably to help get a plan in place to start my journey and to get set in some guidance on how I'm going to achieve my goals.
All right, so Dean, tell me, how can I support you to make for you impossible to not achieve your weight goal?
Probably giving me the right kind of plan in place for if I'm going to do, say, intermittent fasting. Put in, say, what am I going to eat when breaking the fast? What I'm going to eat throughout the day to the point where I don't eat.
All right. So from what I understand, you want a meal plan, but you want something flexible for when you can stick into it. So you don't feel like you can stick into it, so you're not going to do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that an issue you had like with your previous diets?
Probably the biggest issues previously was that there was no plan in place, so I was going in blind. All I knew was to not eat in the certain window, so I didn't know what to do during that time.
Did you have a nutritionist before, a dietitian?
No.
Never? Okay. That's sweet. So I'm your first one.
Yeah.
Don't get too emotional. The first one is always special.